Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the bunker. I have taken the week off. You can see I've been doing a lot of laying around, not shaving, trying to take a little bit of time off from the road. You know, the first week of January is kind of slow on YouTube. Plus, it's the new year. I felt it was time to take a rest. So I've been doing a lot of nothing. Been watching some movies. Me and Jen watched the original Carrie. Saw the original Carrie for the first time. It was a very interesting movie. It's one of those movies that you feel like you've seen because it's been quoted so much and parodied. And then you see the original and it's kind of shocking in a way. The opening scene was a little surprising for a high school movie. I'll just leave it at that. And we also went to the movie theater, saw Godzilla -1, and it was absolutely amazing. Both me and Jen really enjoyed that movie. I've not seen a lot of Godzilla movies in my time, but I really loved it. I thought it really had a great plot. Even though it was not in English, had the subtitles, which normally kind of scares me, but I really enjoyed it. A very human story that they told along with the monster. And besides seeing those two movies, I have not done much. I rearranged, you may notice, I rearranged the bunker. It was been kind of a disaster as I've been traveling the country, and I've kind of had like not one home base, but more like 3 home bases. I had look at the map here. I would stay here part-time, not a lot. My ex, Christy, was still living here, but we had an extra guest bedroom. So sometimes I'd stop here. You know, my daughter was living here. I'd stay for a few days in the guest bedroom. And then I'd spend a lot of time up in Rochester, at Jen's place. And then my mom lived down here in Valparaiso, Indiana. So I kind of traveled this triangle for the past 3 years, and in that time I had collected quite a bit of stuff, just things that people had given me, things that I'd purchased, oddities and curiosities that I had acquired along my travels, along that long, lonesome road. So I'd been throwing them in this chair right here, been tossing stuff. This chair was piled up, the desk was completely piled up with stuff, and wow, it was quite an undertaking. I spent the last 2 days kind of digging out and rearranging everything. I put together these shelves. That's something I did. I constructed these shelves. This shelf here was in a box a couple days ago. So I put that together. I've got all sorts of fun stuff. All sorts of stuff that I have collected on my travels. And that's kind of what I want the bunker to be from here going forth. It's kind of a place where I keep my collection, things that I have found along the road, things that I've purchased that just amuse me, and other things. Just a few examples, like this is from Philip's Puppets, when I visited the ventriloquist puppet studio they had. Austin there gifted me this amazing pumpkin with a ventriloquist dummy face. There is a vampire killing kit that was given to me by Pure Terror Scream Park over the haunted season. Here's the monkey, the chimpanzee I purchased at Crap-O-Rama. So I have a lot of little Fiji mermaids over in this general area. There's my, of course, my possum human rat hybrid made by Vincent Guastini. My original taxidermy possum that I had purchased there, and oh, this is a good one here. This is my animatronic Elvis that was given to me by my friends Sandra and Travis from Collective Clothing in Chattanooga. Let me see if I can turn him on. Let me see if I can get him working here. Let me see if I can flip that switch on and off, and there he goes. You gonna say something, Elvis?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hey there, darling.
Hey. Is that it? Is that all you're gonna give us, Elvis? All right, I guess that's all he had to say. We've got there's my bobbleheads here. Vulcan, the big gold driller, Buck Adams, Big Tex, the Gemini Giant there. This is the Jesus from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. He doesn't bobble. Oh. The good thing about animatronic Elvis is when he moves.
Can't stop it now, man.
When he moves, it actually bobbles the bobbleheads down here, so that's helpful. You can see the bobblehead, two-headed calf from Ripley's. But get a little more open space in here. You see, I don't know, all this floor space upsets me. I need to have, I don't know, I need to put something in the middle here. It feels too big and empty. Too big and empty for me. Of course, there's the original Carpetbagger suitcase. Got my wrestling suitcase behind that. Got my alligator standing up there. Next to my cabinet of curiosities. These are my collectibles, cryptids from Cocoon Toy that I've been splurging on. I got some new ones recently. Got the Jackalope there. This is the Enfield Horror. So yeah, they have an Etsy shop, and every time they come out with a new American cryptid, I'm tempted to purchase it. And then there's the final resting spot for my most beloved hat. This hat has so many memories connected to it that I just no longer feel safe traveling with it. I lost a different hat that I was wearing, and then that kind of woke me up to the fact that I do not want to lose this hat. So I have retired it here on this mannequin head. It's being protected by this vicious possum right here, and of course that Flatwoods Monster lantern, one of my favorite souvenirs. Elvis is still moving over there. And then of course got the Mold-orama display, and you can see all those Mold-orama. I bought this little coffin shelf where I put some of the spookier Mold-orama, some of the Halloween ones. Got the Halloween Universal monsters there, and my extra molds are in these two boxes. These are the ones I don't have room for. I'm gonna get some new shelves here. I don't know. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna put all my molds on display, or if I'm gonna reserve the shelf space for further collections. What do you think? What do you think, Joe? Add a few things here to the ceiling. These pennants. These are mostly new. Got, of course, the poster from Attacked by Animatronics Part 2, the upgrade, the short film made by me and my friend Jared from the King YouTube channel. Of course, got the fairy over here. Now, unfortunately, he had a spill maybe about a year ago, and his head broke partly off, so that's why I have this nice Krampus scarf wrapped around his neck to hide the fact that his head suffered some damage. But looking at it, it does not look like it was the first time his head had popped off. It looked like it had popped off before and been repaired, so I don't know. Maybe someday I will consult with someone who knows better than me, and we can get him fixed up for good. Still has missing some fingers on that hand. That hand's broken off. The hand's actually in the dresser there. Having trouble finding a good place to put my bear. My bear, he's a bear that's in rough shape. He's Buster the Busted Bear. You know, he's a soft mount, which is rare. and he's kind of come apart a little bit. He was coming apart when I bought him. I got him for relatively inexpensive for a whole bear, but he's kind of just hanging out there now until we can find a better spot for him. So yeah, I've got the bunker situated as kind of my nice, relaxing fortress of solitude. I can always come to the bunker if I need time to myself. If you can still hear Elvis talking out there. If I need time to myself, and like I said, I want it to be a place where I can celebrate my travels, where I can put things from my travels, things that remind me of my favorite places, that I can enjoy while I'm here at the house. But just in time to have the bunker organized. We find that it is time to leave the bunker. It is time to leave the house. It is time to leave this city. Time to leave North Carolina, possibly. Because it is time for the 2024 Choose My Adventure road trip. This is the third annual Choose My Adventure road trip. And we did one 2 years ago. I went, let's consult the map again. We went all over the place. Went out west and back, did kind of a big circle. Last year was a little different because if you were following, we had disaster hit very soon into the road trip. We left from Rochester, New York. We went to Cleveland, where had some car problems, got the car fixed, made it to Columbus, Ohio, and then I was stuck for over a week in Columbus after I got in a car accident, rendering my car undrivable. And we picked up from there. We had some fun traveling around this general area of the country, but I kind of lost that 10 days in Columbus. I think it was about 10 days lost in Columbus. So ended up not getting as far as I may have otherwise, but we had to be in St. Louis by Transworld. Now Transworld's not happening in February, it's happening in March, so we don't necessarily have a definite stop point, but we are going to be traveling across this great country, and I do not yet know which route we are going to take. So for you, those of you that are unfamiliar with the Choose My Adventure road trip, how it works, I put out a poll, and as you read this video, the next poll will already be out. There will be a poll where you get to vote what city I travel to next. And then from that city, I will travel to that city. I will spend a day in that city. I'll film my drive to that city. I will film within that city the next day. And this is the idealized situation. You know, there's variables, but ideally, I film, you vote for the city, I drive to that city, I film my trip to that city, I film that city the next day. I'll put out a poll while I'm filming that city. You guys will be voting on the next city I go to. Wash, rinse, and repeat. I will travel to the next city, film that, you will vote, and then I will film the day in the city and then travel on to the next city. Now, if you want to be able to vote, I would ask you kindly, for the easiest way to vote, if you would subscribe to the Carpetbagger channel. Now, my statistics tell me that most people that watch these videos are actually not subscribed. So if you would subscribe, that would help me out. It would help YouTube know that you want my videos recommended, if you do want my videos recommended. So you click that subscribe button, and then the polls where you vote, if you want to click your subscriber tab, if you're subscribed, the polls will appear in your subscription feed. If you're not subscribed and do not want to do that, you can still vote. You just got to go to my YouTube page, click on my community tab, and the polls will be there that you can vote on. And you know, I'll throw up a few cities, and then you guys pick from those cities, and I will go wherever you guys ask me to go. So believe it or not, this will be the first year that I'm actually leaving from North Carolina, from the bunker, to go on the Choose My Adventure road trip. The first year, 2 years ago, I left from my mother's house. The last year, we left from Jen's apartment in Rochester. Of course, Jen now residing here in North Carolina with me. So we will be leaving from the bunker. So back to the map here. Of course, we'll be leaving from this pin right here within the mountains of North Carolina. And you can vote to send me to either Louisville, Kentucky, Birmingham, Alabama, Charleston, South Carolina, or Raleigh, North Carolina. So of those 4 cities, if you go right now, you will have the option to vote on one of those 4 cities. Of course, there'll be much more voting to come. Whichever way you guys send me, I will travel. And you can continue to vote on different cities that I will be traveling to. But those are the 4 that we are starting out with in the first round. If you want to go vote right now, or when the video's over. So I'm looking forward to this great adventure. I am eagerly awaiting to see which city you guys vote on. And you know, I kind of like these trips. Makes me a little nervous, but it keeps me on my toes because I never know from one day to the next where I'll be going, where I will be traveling, because I'm traveling by the wind. But you, the viewer, are the wind beneath my wings. So please vote. Again, if you subscribe, it's the best way to keep track of the polls. You can just click on your subscription tab in order to find that day's poll. I think that equals to about a poll every 2 days. Just depends. Of course, you know, I may spend an extra day in a city. I may have to make adjustments, travel adjustments as we go. But for the most part, you guys are in control, and I hope that you can handle that responsibility and you don't send me anywhere weird or dangerous. So thank you so much. Of course, if you'd like to support the channel, you can always contribute to Patreon. At $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month. If you want to buy an enamel pin, that helps out. And of course, I'm doing Cameo messages. So if you would like to receive a Cameo from the road, from the Choose My Adventure road trip, a Cameo while I am out and about on this great adventure, check the description of this video. All the information is in that video. And as we head forth, the choices, the route, the adventure is in your hands. Until next time, this one's in the bag.